Here we are at Texas Motor Speedway. The Pennzoil Truck Series Season number 2 heads to Texas for the running of the Ford 250. On the pole, you have Carter Friesen in the 22. 2 is outside the 60 of Max Harrison. Derek Hamlin rolls off 3rd. Ray Sir in 4th, and rounding out the top 5, you got Jason Larker. Then Josiah Kaufman in 6th. Isaac Nichols 7th. Your points leader Luke Rainey in 8th. 9th is Tim Guerin. Rounding out the top 10, you got Bentley Pierce. Then Taylor Brian Price. Trey Rainey on the next row. Then you got Brandon Thunder and Eli Bright. Julius Anderson and Junior Ramos. JJ Reed and Jeff Bright. Joe Jefferson and Jeremy Heath, Max Rossi filling in for DJ Reed, and Cynthia Bright won the ARCA race here yesterday. Then Josh Smito and Jake Moss, Noah Ely and Laughter Stu Cole, Cortez Newman and Alexander Rowe, Ivy Hernandez and Michael Canto, Alex Stewart and Luigi Octavo, Roland Emmerich, James Barker, and the running up the field in 35th, Code Luigi. 36th is Adam Lewis. So they round out the field in row 18. They have some work to get up to the front. Carter Friesen on pole, as we mentioned. Now let's go down trackside to hear the most famous words in motorsports.
Nice, smooth. Go out there and kick some butt tonight. This is your house. Let's prove it to them.
Great command to fire the engines here at Texas Motor Speedway. Should be a fairly quick race. It's 26 laps around Texas Motor Speedway. Wild racing here. They're going fast. They're going 3 wide, double file. Both lanes work, and there is trouble around every corner. So the pace truck makes the left-hand turn pit road. As we mentioned, it will be 26 laps around Texas. Carter Friesen on the front row with Max Harrison to his outside. Behind is Derek Hamlin in the 30 and Racer in the 09. As they come down the front straightaway, the green flag is in the air. We're racing at Texas Motor Speedway. Carter Friesen with a big jump to get clear as they come down the back straightaway in turn 3 for the first time. Derek Hamlin gets clear to 2nd as they enter 3 and 4. Jason Larker trying to come. And off turn number 4. Carter Friesen will lead lap number 1. Here comes Jason Larker now in the 39 truck. Josiah Kaufman pushing his way through. Getting tight down low. This is where the outside lean starts to come into play right here. Once they get a lap on the tires, and once they get up to speed, the inside and outside, they become pretty equal. And it's hard to make passes. The inside seems to be the preferred lane right now. There are 3 wide. Isaac Nichols forced to the middle lane. Max Harrison all the way up top. Ray Sir also. Luke Rainey points in the middle of all this. Look at Rainey. Battle for the race lead. Jason Larker looks underneath Carter Friesen, maybe giving him a little bump up the track. 3 wide for 3rd. Hamlin up top. Behind them, scrambling, trying to keep it off of each other. Still side by side as they enter 3 and 4. Jason Larker trying to clear Carter Friesen as they come off turn number 4. Friesen gets tight. Larker clears. Now Hamlin falling back. He was pushed, remember we said 3 wide. He's fallen back to, I believe, is the 5th position. He's gotten clear as the pack is kind of split after some trucks hit the wall off turn number 2 last time by. And all the fields are according together. Here comes Tim Guerin, the number 4 truck. Looking for Morris behind them into the wall goes Joe Jefferson, excuse me, and Jeremy Heath has spun around. Jefferson gets hit hard by Michael Canto. 3 trucks spinning and involved. The yellow comes out. Jason Larker leads the field back to the stripe. As a wreck towards the middle of the pack brings out caution number 1 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Joe Jefferson, Jeremy Heath the first to go around. Then Michael Canto nails the 9 truck. Let's see what happened. Racing off of turn number 2, you can see kind of 3, 4 wide possibly, and Joe Jefferson kind of goes up the track trying to keep it out of the wall, and he just can't. He hits it, and then he's going to come down into Jeremy Heath right there, who has nowhere to go, and spins the 8 truck around. Then this is where I thought it was going to get big. Heath now is sliding. Watch the 13, the 24, and the 19, but then Michael Canto nails the 9 truck anyway. Canto possibly going to be out of this race. Joe Jefferson will have some damage, but I don't believe the 9 truck is going to have race-ending damage. See right there, Canto hits that 9 truck hard. Doesn't look like too much damage to that 9 truck, but very significant damage to the 84. So Jason Larker leads the field back to the line. They're going to stay out in 39 truck, lead us back to the green flag. The field enters turn 3 and 4 to take the green flag on lap number 9. Michael Canto is retired, so he will finish 36th. Joe Jefferson will stay in the race 35th. That's important because he's up there in the point standings. He's right now second in points, I believe, to Code Luigi. Jason Larker is out, or excuse me, to Luke Green. I don't know why I said Code Luigi. So in first, you have Jason Larker, second, Carter Friesen, third, Tim Gary, fourth, Josiah Kaufman, and Derek Hamill rounds out the top 5. As you mentioned, your points leader is Luke Green. He's right now in the 13th position, so a decent position for him to try and maintain that points lead. Pace truck in. Jason Larker will lead the field to the green flag. It is out. We are back racing at Texas. And a good jump there by Carter Friesen. Does he get to the inside Jason Larker into turn 1 is the question. The inside is the place to be on restarts. If you get shuffled high, you might lose some positions there. Just because you're not up to speed yet, the inside definitely the preferred lane. You can see back there, battle for 6th. Eli Bright's going to get right on by Brandon Thunder, and Isaac Nichols going backwards as well. Down the back straightaway, battle for the race lead. Carter Friesen had to block the run by Tim Gary, and doing that, he will make the move underneath Jason Larker to hit 3 and 4. Larker trying to get wound up on the high side. Doesn't work for him. Down the front straightaway, drag race. Carter Friesen leads that at the stripe. Tim Gary, Derek Hamill also in this inside lane. They're trying to make a charge on Friesen now. As Friesen it's 1. He's going to clear Jason Larker. Tim Gary gets really tight down low. Here comes Larker trying to get that second position back. Back there getting close. Brandon Thunder into the wall. He's sideways. I believe he saved the truck. He's going to come back up there 4 wide. JJ Reed down to the apron. Comes up. And luckily doesn't hit anyone. That was close to being a big disaster. There's Joe Jefferson coming down pit road. Obviously some more damage than what he had thought. Tim Gary now looks underneath Carter Friesen. That's for the race leaders to hit 1 and 2. Gary's going to clear it. Great move there by that Ford truck. And now Friesen up high. So they race down the back straightaway. Eli Bright now making a move for that second position. Friesen, though, has the help from his teammate Jeff Bright. Caution has come out, as Cynthia Bright has possibly gone around on the back straightaway. Tim Gary leads us back. Friesen in second, and the battle between the Brights for third. As caution once again out, this time for Cynthia Bright. Let's see what happened. This was towards the back of the pack. You see the 33 Cynthia Bright and the 19 of Adam Lewis. Bright hits the wall, comes down to Lewis, and just spins Bright out and hard into the inside wall. I don't believe that was a protected inside wall either. So that's what brings out the yellow. Very quick caution. Bright gets it going again, but some heavy front-end damage to that 33 truck. Tim Gary leads the field back to the stripe, and they will, of course, possibly stay out, although Gary is low on the track. Oh my good lord. I believe Joe Jefferson just rear-ended Junior Ramos. Oh, yes, he did. Joe Jefferson goes in there, Yeah, I don't know why he was speeding around like that, because I don't think he was getting a lap back or anything. So Tim Gary has hit pit road along with the 81, obviously, as now they have to repair that damage. But Tim Gary, out of this race, he had a problem under caution. Carter Friesen will be a race leader. When we go back to the green flag, we'll see what the issue was on the 4 truck. Come back to the restart with 11 laps to go. Carter Friesen out front. Joe Jefferson has retired along with Junior Ramos. That's a really tough break for that A1 camp, having a great top 10 run. And then the 9 truck kind of rear-ends. No excuse there for Joe Jefferson. He just rear-ended the A1 truck under caution for absolutely no reason. And then the 4 Tim Gary leading this race. A tire issue takes him out of this race. So we have 32 trucks left in the race. Carter Friesen out front in second. You have Eli Bright. Jeff Bright's third. Fourth, Taylor Brian Price. And Josiah Kaufman rounds out the top 5. Pace truck in. Back to the restart with 11 laps to go on that number 16. We are back racing at Texas. Boy, Friesen left. Eli Bright sleeping there. And Jeff Bright was prepared for that. Here comes Taylor Brian Price underneath that 3 truck. Got a nose under there. And that really protected Eli there, because Eli was very slow. Was possibly going to get passed by Jeff. Look at the run they have up onto the 22 trucks. Back bumper. Eli might move to the inside right here. For the race lead into 3 and 4. Eli Bright moves underneath Carter Friesen. Taylor Brian Price way up the track. Push the 22 up. And now battle for second by Eli Bright, who has cleared. Taylor Brian Price has moved into the second position, trying to pass Carter Friesen as they enter turn 1. And he will. 10 laps to go here at Texas. It's far from over. Josiah Kaufman with a big push from Jason Larker. Jeff Bright to the wall, going around. They saved it with Trey Ray and Derek Hamill. An amazing save. They have to come back up now. Oh, Rainey comes up into the O2 truck, and somehow everyone saves it, no caution. And that has let the front few get out of here. An amazing save by all three of those guys to not wreck, especially Jeff Bright, who's now still in the top 10. A tough break for Trey Rainey, and I believe that was Derek Hamill that also almost spun. Hamill's now 12th, and Rainey has suffered the worst. He's right now backing out of this pack. He's back into the 20s. You can see the 18 just has a little bit of damage right there. When he came back up the track, he got hit by the O2 truck. That was a tough break for, I believe that was Josh Schmiedo in the O2. He still hung on to the back of the pack, though. Up front, Eli Bright. Taylor Brian Price is now second. The battle for third is Josiah Kaufman and Larker. Jason Larker is going to get to the third position. But the battle for the race lead is big. Eli Bright trying to hold off Taylor Brian Price. Jeff Bright once again into the wall. It's a big battle right here. Come to 7 laps to go. Here it is. 7 laps left at Texas. Behind them, your first battle is for the 5th position. That's Josiah Kaufman and Carter Friesen. Oh, problem for Jason Larker because it gets spun Max Harrison hard. Jeff Bright, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, your points there, and they're stacking them up. In turn 1 and 2, Bentley Pierce is upside down. And a big problem for Jason Larker. And that's just stacked the whole field up as they come around. 6 to go. Eli Bright leads them back to the caution flag. And Larker, with a big problem, collects many drivers, including your points leader, Luke Rainey. Let's see what happened to Jason Larker. We've seen this happen time and time again here at Texas. Going off to turn 1, a truck just quits. And that's what happened to Jason Larker is right here. The truck quits on him, something goes wrong, and here comes the field not realizing. And Larker, Alexander Rowe trying to get on the brakes, can't do it. He's going to get spun right there by the 60. Up into the 60 Max Harrison, and then the 08 gets spun by Carter Friesen. Jeff Bright, Luke Rainey had it missed, and then gets spun by Bright into Max Harrison. Then here comes Luigi Octavo in. Bentley Pierce. Some drivers get through it. Pierce gets flipped up and over by Derek Hamill. James Barker, Josh Samito, Julius Anderson, Adam Lewis. Cynthia Bright comes in and hits the 02. And that is one big incident. And look how big it was. Many trucks involved. Code Luigi in the 24, the 98 of Julius Anderson. Max Anderson took a hard hit there, too. He was going along on the outside, and Jason Larker just came up into him. I believe Larker also got hit pretty hard by the 02, or the 02 hit someone else really hard. Oh, he might hit Jeff Bright, because the front end of that 02 truck completely gone. Yes, he nails the 3 as Pierce goes up and over. Let's go on board with a few of our points contenders. First, Luigi Octavo in the 01. Third points coming to the day. He got some damage. That was some pretty big damage there, too. Luke Rainey, your points leader, had it missed, got clipped, and got a ton of front end damage. Yeah, just a big stack up. If he wouldn't have gotten sideways there, he actually would have been all right and he would have missed it. So Eli Bright leads them back to the line with Taylor Brian Price. They're, of course, going to stay out. It's going to be a restart with about 2 laps to go. Eli Bright with the race lead here at Texas Motor Speedway. Coming down the back straightaway, take the green flag with just 2 laps remaining here at Texas, 3 miles left. Because of that accident, Josh Samito is out, along with Bentley Pierce, Jeff Bright, Max Anderson, Cynthia Bright, and Derek Hamill. We have 26 trucks left in the race, 25 on the lead lap. Your points leader, Luke Rainey, right now in the 24th position, so decent points day for him. Out front, you have Eli Bright, Taylor Brian Price in second. Third is Josiah Kaufman, fourth, Brand Thunder. Those 2 are teammates. And left is Ducole in fifth. Then you got Cortez Newman in sixth, J.J. Reed seventh, Avi Hernandez eighth, Roland Emmerich ninth, and Alexander Rowe 10th. See the damage trucks up here trying to stay in it just in case they can get some points. See Luke Rainey's truck all torn up in the front end, but that team is elected to stay and try and get as many points as they can. Pace truck in. Final restart of the night at Texas. 2 laps to go. Who wins the 4-250 as to come down the front straightaway? Eli Bright steps on the gas. We are back racing at Texas. And Taylor Brian Price did not get a good restart there. Kaufman got a really good start. Behind them, fanning out. 3 wide for 4th. Cortez Newman is coming, but does he have enough time to catch the front three down the backstretch? Josiah Kaufman with a move for second. He has to do it now to win this race. He couldn't make it on Taylor Bryant Price. Coming to the white flag. Cortez Newman has made a charge. 1 lap to go for Eli Bright. Can he hold on over Taylor Bryant Price and win? Eli Bright trying to win and lock himself into the chase. Cynthia Bright won here last night in the ARCA race. Can Eli do the same here tonight as they come off to down the back straightaway? Bright opens the gap over Price. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Eli Bright gets to the lead. No one can touch him off of turn number 4. Eli Bright will go to victory lane. Brights will win the ARCA and truck race. Eli Bright wins at Texas. Here come the damage trucks. Let's look at that. Eli Bright. 2 for 2 for the Brights. Eli, the one going to victory lane here tonight in the Ford 250. Let's go now and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Ford 250 at Texas. There were 3 caution flags for 12 laps and 5 lead changes among 4 different drivers. Eli Bright led the most laps, 11 laps, to win here at Texas. Taylor Bryant Price ends up second. Josiah Kaufman in third. Cortez Newman fourth, and Javier Hernandez in fifth. Then Lafter Stucol in sixth. JJ Reed seventh. Trey Rainey eighth. Roland Emmerich ninth. And Carter Friesen, after starting on pole, leading 8 laps, rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. You see Adam Lewis and Cole Luigi. Those are the 2 that started on the last row. Lewis ends up 19th. Cole Luigi 20th. So decent days for them. As you look down at the rest of the finishing results, you can see Luigi Octava, who was third in points coming into the day, ends up 24th, and Luke Rainey, your points leader, ends up 25th. He keeps that points lead, but it has shrunk just a little bit. So now let's go look at those point standings. So here are the point standings once again. After 6 races, Luke Rainey keeps the points lead. It's now 82 points over Lafter Stucol in second. Javier Hernandez is third. Fourth is Cortez Newman, and Trey Rainey is fifth. Luigi Octava falls to 6th. Joe Jefferson falls to 7th. Tim Gary is 8th. Taylor Bryant Price 9th. Roland Emmerich rounds up the top 10. So there's your top 20 in the points. You can see 4 of our winners right now, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And that is the first race Luke Rainey did not finish in the top 10. And he had finished top 10 5 of 5 races before. Tonight now it's 5 of 6 races. Still a very, very strong performance out of that 88 team this season. As you look down at our last 2 winners, Brandon Thunder in the 7 truck is now 21st in the point standings. He has to keep moving up. And Eli Bright, he has to get above 25th in the points. He right now cannot use his win to get into the chase. He is 1 spot behind the cut line. That is actually held by Jeff Bright. So we'll see how that goes for Eli. He has to get up there and has to be one of our top 10 winners this season. So the next race will be the Goodies 250 at Dover. See you guys then.